Hi Taurus, welcome to your May 2017 monthly tarot preview. Thank you as always for watching my videos. Of course, we are focusing in on relationships with other people. I do offer private readings, so they come in all sizes, all prices. Feel free to email me down below. Now, onto your reading. I always try to keep those intros as short as possible. Overall theme. We have the Ace of Cups. Good. It's spring for where I am. So overall theme, we're gonna have a new emotional beginning. Okay. Now this does, if you're single, of course this could be, a new person coming in, a new infatuation of some sort. If you're single but there's no one on your sphere, it could be a new project, anything that you're emotionally invested in. If you're in a partnership, it could be something new with your partner, a renewal, anything that just, you get so excited for and it's emotionally fulfilling. It's a new step, okay, a new chapter. So, good. Beginning, we have the Tower in reverse. Now, before everyone gets all scared, being in reverse, it's more or less going to happen to other people around you. It's not necessarily you. I mean, you may be affected by it, but it's more of an indirect thing. Okay, for one. And two, the tower isn't something bad. It's you're getting struck by a bolt of lightning. I mean, if it was like this, it's like love at first sight. It's just like, bam, it hits you and you're like, oh my god, you're head over heels for someone. That's a positive thing. It's just a sudden change that's very dramatic, that it shakes your whole world. Okay, a lot of times we view it as negative because the negative things are the things we remember more than the positive. You're going to remember getting suddenly broken up with, let's say, for what we think is no reason at all out of the blue versus suddenly finding love, bam, first sight. So, we always tend to remember the negative more, and that's why we seem to fear it and always think, oh my god, it's negative. But, so something else dramatic is happening to them. But again, the Ace of Cups is here, so whatever this is, I don't think it's something negative. I think it's something more positive. If there's something you and your partner were working towards, if it's something that, it could play out so many different ways for so many people. I mean, if there's a new project that, let's say, your partner's been trying to get off the ground and now suddenly they do get it off the ground. If they're trying to open up their new company, let's just say, and they do get it off, I mean, this is going to bring emotional fulfillment, excitement, something new that we're emotionally invested in. That's something abrupt and positive, I mean, just an example. So, something abrupt, but again, with this ace here, I really want to say it's positive, and it is that very first step. So, I think you'll be more pleasantly surprised than disappointed. We do have the Five of Cups in the middle of the month, so because this is so abrupt, I mean, we are a little disappointed. Okay, I mean, this does happen and it's great. This is one beautiful cup, and now we've got two cups here, but it's like we're sad and looking at these three cups, I want to say, and it's like, oh well, I wish there was more, like yes, it's so exciting, we now finally, let's say, get the loan to open up our new company, but now we have to start at the bottom, and now there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I want to get past the whole setup phase, and I want to get to the part where we're just running the company and everything's going smoothly. That's kind of how I'm viewing this card. It's like, oh, well, this is all great, but now we're just on step 1. And now this is step 2, but we really want to be at step 3. So again, it's not anything bad. It's just, a little impatience, disappointment. Again, I really want to say this is happening to your partner, not necessarily you. You're just kind of coming along for the ride, being supportive. If you don't have a partner, maybe it's a best friend. Maybe it's a family member. It's just, or somehow it's indirectly, it's coming towards you. So, I mean, again, it's great, but we're like, oh, why couldn't it just be like this, though? Why couldn't we be at the next step? You know, um, and we end with the Three of Swords in reverse. So, like this, it's almost as if this comes in, okay, and again, it's emotionally fulfilling, it's all exciting, so now, this is step one, now we're in the middle of the month, we're at step two, but we want to be at step three. And it seems like when we do get to step three, it's still like, oh, like I want to be at step four. For whatever reason, that's really what I'm getting from this. Because this is upsetness and this is, kind of emotional anguish, I guess. But it's in reverse. It's not really that bad. It's not really, it's like we're making mountains out of molehills. It's something where it's really not that bad. It's a struggle because now the third step is, of course, going to be harder than the second step as we're growing and learning and building whatever this is. It's almost like we're dragging our feet the whole way, I mean, we're making it, we have the Ace of Cups here. This is a beautiful thing that's happening, and we're kind of, again, well, I wish it was a little more like this, or we're being almost like too nitpicky, and we're seeing, like, imperfections everywhere when things really are good. We really do have Two of Cups here. It's not good enough, It's one of those things. So don't be too picky here. And your help. What's going to help you with all of this? The best way to ride this out is the Lovers in reverse. Now, this is the card of Gemini. So we will be going into Gemini at the end of May, beginning of June. So maybe a Gemini may help you. But not fully committing. I guess we can say. Whatever. Because, that card, it's not really necessarily about love. It's more about commitment and partnership, like agreeing, like contracts, standing the test of time type thing. So in reverse, don't commit fully. This new thing that just suddenly drops into, whatever this is, don't just suddenly commit to it because they're lining up. And it is emotionally great, but don't just fully commit because, then here we are, we're like, oh, well, it's like we get too into it, I guess you could say, like we just jump both feet first and it's just like, oh, but you're too emotionally invested maybe, like I just, again, we're at 2 here, but I wish I had 3, and then when we get to 3, and then, well, now we're all boo-hooing over something else, and then, it's like we're too just into it. I don't know how else to say that. So don't commit too hard to this, let this naturally grow and blossom as it does, and just, take it step by step. This is actually a really good reading. I know it doesn't seem it, but I hope you enjoy your May.